Hello everyone, welcome to Numeric Learning. In this series, we are solving problems from the chapter Coordinate Geometry. Let's get started. So the very first question of the day is, on a golf course, 3 holes A -6, -1, B and C 9, -4 lie on a straight line in that order. In the same order, that is A, B and C. The distance between B and C is 2 times that between B and A. Rahul strikes the ball which is at a point 2, 3 such that it goes in the hole B. So this is the second part. Find the coordinates of B. Find the shortest distance covered by the ball. Show your steps. So let us draw the diagram for the first statement, that is the A, B and C coordinates. So in a golf course, the 3 holes, that is A, B, C. So let's draw it for the first one. So you have got, say, a straight line, okay, in the same order as given. That is, you have your A, B and C, right? So A, the coordinates are -6, -1. B, we are not given. C is 9, -4. So let the B coordinate, since it's not given and since you're asked in the first question, let it be x, y. So the distance between so the very first thing is the 3 holes A, B, C lie on a straight line which we have drawn in that order. That is A followed by B followed by C. Okay, B is not given and B is the coordinates of B are asked, so we have given x, y. Done. The next sentence is the distance between B and C is 2 times that of B and A. Okay, so what is given here? So the distance between B and C, that is BC, means equal to 2 times AB. So we need the ratio, that is AB by BC. So what will be AB by BC? AB by BC will be 1 by 2. Okay, so 1 by 2 here. How is that? So AB divided by this, from the numerator comes to the denominator here and 2 would go here. Okay, so when you take 2 to the LHS, it will be 1 divided by 2. So what is AB by BC ratio? It is 1:2. Okay, so AB is to BC will be equal to 1:2. So the ratio we know now, 1:2. Now using the section formula, it is very easy for us to calculate the x coordinate and y coordinate of the point B. So let's calculate the x coordinate. X coordinate is equal to m, that is 1 into. So how should you do it? M into x2 plus n into x1 divided by m plus n. Right? So 1 multiplied by 9. 1 multiplied by 9 plus 2 multiplied by -6 whole divided by 1 plus 2. So what is 1 into 9? 9 minus 12 divided by 3. So 9 minus 12 is -3 divided by 3, which is nothing but -1. So the x coordinate is -1. X equal to -1. Let's calculate the b using the same way. So y is equal to, again, 1 into -4. Okay, so the way you have to do is, for calculating y, you will only see y1 and y2, right? So 1 into y2 plus n into y1 divided by m plus n. So 1 into -4, I have written that, plus 2 into -1 plus 2 into -1 divided by 1 plus 2. So what do you get? This is -4 minus 2 divided by 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So -4 minus 2 is -6 by 3, which is nothing but -2. Okay, so therefore the y coordinate of the point B is -2. So you can write, therefore the coordinates of the point B, the coordinates of B will be -1, -2, x, y. And that's the answer for the first question. Okay, you are asked to find the coordinates of B. So you have found x, y using the section formula. Now let's move on to the second question. Find the shortest distance covered by the ball. Okay, where are we mentioning about the ball? Here. Rahul strikes the ball which is at a point 2, 3. Okay, so let's draw this scenario as well. So originally, okay, so this is for the second question. Here you have got 3 points A, B and C. Okay. So this is your A, B, the coordinates of which we just got -1, -2. Okay. Now what are you asked? Rahul strikes a ball, okay, which is at a point 2, 3. Suppose this is the point. This is the point where the ball is. And what is the coordinate? The position of the ball 2, 3. Okay. Um, Such that it goes to the hole B. Okay. So here the ball is at the position or at the point 2, 3, and it goes straight to the point B. Right. Find the shortest distance, that is perpendicular distance covered by the ball. So you will have to calculate the distance between 2, 3 and -1, -2. Very easy using the distance formula. So the distance, let this point be, say, M. The distance M to B, that is the distance between the ball and the point B, will be equal to root of x2 minus x1. So you have got 2 minus of -1, that is 2 plus 1, the whole square, plus y2 minus y1, that is 3 plus 2, minus of -2, the whole square. So what is the distance formula between x? So d is equal to x2 minus x1 or x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is the distance formula. So you can take any one as x1, x2, x1 and y1, and the other point as x2, y2. So what do you get here? 2 plus 1, that is 3 square, plus 3 plus 2, that is 5 square, which is equal to square root of 9 plus 25, which is root of 34, and that's your answer. You can just write units. The distance between M and B is root of 34 units. Let's move on to the next question. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining the 2 points. So let's draw the points. Trisection means the line segment is divided into 3 different segments. So here you are given only 2 endpoints, that is A and B. So let the point A be 8, 0. Let the point B will be -6, 12. Okay, so you're given find the coordinates of the points of trisection. That means always remember, when you have a line segment and if you have to divide it into 2 parts, only one point is sufficient to divide it into 2 parts. If you have to divide it into 3 parts, then 2 points are needed, right? 2 points can divide a line into 3 different parts. If you have to divide a line into 5 different parts, then 4 points are needed. Correct? Similarly, here what you have to do, trisection. That means divide the given line segment joining the points 8, 0 and -6, 12 into 3 different sections. That is, you need 2 points. So let your one of the point, let it be P, and the other point, let it be Q. Also, the trisection means all the 3 points are divided in the same ratio. That is 1:1. Okay, equally. Right? So you can just write, let the points of trisection be P and Q respectively, such that P and Q such that AP equal to PQ equal to QB. QB. Right? Now let us find for the point P. Okay, so for the first point, let us find the coordinates. So for point P, how is P dividing AB? In what ratio is P dividing? It is 1:2. 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, so let me draw that as well. So you have your AB. So A, B, 8, 0, and this is, let it be point P, dividing AB in the ratio 1:2. Let P be x1, y1. Okay, the coordinates of B is -6, 12. Let's find the x1 and y1. So x1 will be equal to 1 into -6 plus 2 into 8 divided by 1 plus 2. So which will be equal to -6 plus 16 divided by 3. What is 16 minus 6? It's just 10 by 3. This is your x1 coordinate. What is your y1 coordinate? 1 into 12 plus 2 into 0 divided by 1 plus 2. This is nothing but 12 by 3, which is 4. So therefore, the coordinates of P, of the point P, will be 10 by 3 comma 4. Now let us calculate for the second point, that is for Q. For Q, it's again the ratio is going to be 2:1. See, if you look here, the point Q alone, if you take, it is dividing AB in the ratio 2:1. Okay, so you can probably redraw it again, so that it's easier for you to write it. AB, what are the coordinates? 8 comma 0 and minus 6 comma 12. So let this be the point Q, dividing AB in the ratio 2:1. Let this the coordinates be x2 comma y2. So what is x2 equal to? X2 will be equal to 2 into minus 6 plus 1 into 8 divided by 2 plus 1. So this is nothing but minus 12 plus 8 divided by 3, which is nothing but minus 4 by 3. Okay. What is your y2? Y2 will be equal to 2 into 12 plus 1 into 0 divided by 2 plus 1. Okay. So which is nothing but 24 by 3, which is nothing but 8. So therefore, the coordinates of Q, the coordinates of the point Q are x2 comma y2, that is minus 4 by 3 and 8. That's your answer. Okay, so this is what you have to find here. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection. So for both P and Q, you have to find out minus 4 by 3. The first point is 10 by 3 comma 4 and the second point is minus 4 by 3 comma 8. These are the two answers. So make sure you draw, and if possible you can write the formula as well. X coordinate of a point that divides AB in the ratio m:(n) will be equal to m into x2 plus n into x1 divided by m plus n, right? And the y coordinate will be equal to m into y2 plus n into y1 divided by m plus n. So this is the section formula. If you can, please write the formula as well, because that's what you're applying here. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah, the three vertices of a parallelogram A, B, C, D are given. Find the ordinate. What do you mean by ordinate? The ordinate means y coordinate of the fourth vertex. Y coordinate. So let us draw the diagram. So you have a parallelogram. Let's draw and mark the coordinates. That is, you have your A, which is 1 comma 4, your point B, which is minus 2 comma 3, C, which is 5 comma 8, and the point D, which we don't know. Let's take it as x comma y, right? So we know that in a what are you given? Parallelogram. So in a parallelogram, A, B, C, D, the diagonals bisect each other. Okay, that's the easiest way to diagonals bisect each other, which means what? When you joined AC and BD, both intersect at the midpoint. Okay, so the midpoint of AC and BD are the same. So let the midpoint of AC and BD be O. Okay, so you can just write the midpoint of the diagonals AC is equal to the midpoint of the diagonal BD, which let it be equal to O. Let's find the coordinates of this midpoint. Okay, and let's make it equal. So the midpoint of AC, first of all, let's calculate, because we know both the coordinates, both the endpoint coordinates of AC. So let's calculate the midpoint of AC will be equal to 1 plus 5 by 2 comma 4 plus 8 by 2. Okay, these are the coordinates. So what is this? 6 by 2, which is 3, and 4 plus 8 is 12 by 2, which is 6. So 3 comma 6 is the midpoint of AC. Let's find the midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD will be equal to x minus 2 by 2 and y plus 3 by 2, and both are the same. So let's equate the x coordinates. So x minus 2 by 2 equal to 3 and y plus 3 by 2 equal to 6. Cross multiply. So let this be equation 1. So from 1, because we know the midpoints are the same, we can just write this. X minus 2 equal to 6 and x is equal to 8. Okay, and what is y? So x and y here are the coordinates of D, right? So what is y plus 3 equal to 12? Y is equal to 12 minus 3, which is 9. Okay, so what are the coordinates of D, x comma y? Therefore, you can write the coordinates of D. The coordinates of D will be 8 comma 9, and the ordinate, that is the y coordinate alone, the ordinate of y is equal to 9, and that's your answer. If you ask abscissa of the point D, then you have to write 8. Okay, so this is the ordinate. You're specifically asked the ordinate, that is the y coordinate of the fourth vertex. So this alone is asked. I hope you understood. So that's all for today. I mean, practice a lot of questions. Let's continue for the next 1 or 2 days as well before we move on to the next unit. I'll keep updating this playlist. Do check out the Do Math with me for all the remaining chapters, that is your real numbers, polynomials, linear equations, quadratic equations, trigonometry, applications of trigonometry. So make sure you practice every day and revise the questions that you've already practiced. See you all in another video. Till then, take care. Happy learning.